Hey guys, what's up? This is Izix. Today or this week's topic is talking about if whether or not you're stealth or you're out. Me personally, I'm kind of both, and the reason I say that is because it's known that I'm trans in our gay community here in town. Again, we're in Houston, so there it's very well known that I'm trans. On my Facebook page, it's very public, and that's because most of my friends list is drag queens, drag kings, and other people involved in the community in general. Um, so that way I am out, and I try to do some advocacy here and there. I don't necessarily go out and make like groups or reach out group type stuff here, but people who know that I'm trans or find out I'm trans and have questions at the bar or are just confused on what a trans person is in general, I kind of educate them. And I've had people tell me that just meeting me has changed their perception of what a trans person is, because the media kind of makes it seem like we're all sick or have something wrong with us, or we're all like perverts or pedophiles or something of that sort. So when they meet me and they get a chance to talk to me and they get to see that we're just normal people, then I've changed that one person's perception of what a trans person is. So I've been doing that kind of stuff for 3 years, a little over 3 years now, and I've had multiple people change their perception of trans people. And it's not just myself here locally that does that, because there's a good handful, if not more, of us that all pretty much do that. I know some trans people do get offended when they get questioned. I don't mind being questioned, and I don't mind answering some of those tough questions that they have. They don't always know how to word their questions, and it may seem really blunt, but I tell them, go ahead and ask what you want to ask. Because a lot of the times they like try to stop themselves or catch themselves before they blurt out what they want to ask. So I'm like, just go ahead and ask, and I'll let you know if you're overstepping your boundaries, or if I feel uncomfortable answering that, then I won't answer that. But for the most part, I go ahead and answer it for them. So in the neighborhood here, in our community here, I am out with that. Out on Facebook. So out on YouTube. Um, Everyday life, no, not out. I don't go broadcasting it in straight areas, and that's more of a safety issue for me, just because this is still the South. This is still very much Texas. Yes, we live in Houston, which is a blue city, but we're a red state, and there is a lot of closed-minded individuals still here. Despite that, our friends are open-minded, and they still love us for who we are. There's still those older people and some younger people that are still real close-minded and real conservative. So I know I pass, so I don't broadcast it. Not out in normal everyday life. In the community, doing charity work, doing advocacy, yes. I've had them ask me to help with like speeches, trying to think how to word it. The cops asked me to go and answer questions to like their trainees and some of the cops that are currently working on how to handle trans individuals. So I've had them ask me to do things along those lines, and I don't mind doing that stuff. But just everyday life, going to the store, going out to eat, something like that, like, no, I'm not outing myself. And honestly, it still freaks me out with the restrooms, and I don't know if that's everyone, but that freaks me out because I always feel like they're watching foot placement, feet facing forward instead of facing the toilet, you know. And yeah, I have an STP, but I don't always feel like using that. I don't always trust it. Um, you know, you still backsplash a little bit, so just depends where I'm at. But that's something that freaks me out. I feel like people are watching that. So, sorry, I got a phone call that interrupted that video. So it's gonna kind of connect in a weird area, but yeah. So, the restroom thing freaks me out. But I haven't had any issues with it yet. I've gone to like the Astros games and used the restroom. I've gone to like big events and haven't had anyone like second glance or look at me crazy because of that. So I've been fortunate in it. Like, getting tongue tied. I'm sorry. It's real early in the morning still. Excuse me. I've been fortunate enough that I haven't had anyone question anything yet. But that's the reason why I just kind of do the stealth thing in my everyday life. I don't mind outing myself for videos. I don't mind outing myself in our community. I don't mind outing myself at Pride or anything like that. It's just Texas, the South. And that's partially the reason why I want to move out of Texas and move out of the South. I'd rather be in an area where I'm more free to be who I am. Um, I I want to move to Vegas, and that's been the overall plan up until this past week that happened in Vegas, the incident. So I've had friends like trying to talk me out of it. I still want to move that way because I feel like the judgment that's here in Texas won't be there. But we'll see. So, yeah, I don't know if anyone else lives their lives where they're half stealth and half not, or if that's even normal, but that's where I'm at on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, guys, and I will see y'all next week.